For me, a travel writer would be a dream job. The chance to go on an adventure, then through the written word tell others about your experiences and interpretations. All while traveling all over the world and experiencing new things yourself. As a travel writer, you can have many types of qualifications. Anyone can really do it, but some things can help you along the way. First, you must be open-minded to try any new things and go any new places. Being open-minded will allow you a new perspective on everything. You also have to be an adventurous person and observant. You must be ready to try new things. And of course, you have to be a great writer. Naturally, the job includes many more qualifications that would make you an even better candidate to become a travel writer. This includes the knowledge of photography. You must be good with a camera. You must also be creative in your writing and also everything else you do, to show originality and a different perspective of a place or area. It's helpful to be skilled in interviewing others as well. Also, research and technology. Education. Anyone who wants to be a travel writer can be, though it is helpful if you have a degree involving literature and writing. These include creative writing, which is a way to express yourself through fiction and nonfiction works you've done. Comparative literature, which looks at the relationship between literature and culture, along with the literature from different places throughout the world. Journalism, which includes writing articles, doing internships at maybe a newspaper, and also performing extensive research on topics. And the English language and literature, which is studying literature and how to formulate the best possible works of diction and sentence structure. Other important skills that a travel writer must have would include communication. You can major or minor in communications, which is the study of the best ways to communicate between others and interact between each other. Also, there's psychology, which is more of a behavioral study, but it's why people do what they do. You don't always need experience, but to ensure your chances of becoming a nomadic writer, you may want to do some of these things first. Number 1, get published. You will want a work or works of yours published. Now who's hiring you knows that you've had some experience. It'll also give you a better chance of landing the job. Number 2, do an internship. This will provide you with a previous work understanding and also give you practice in the field. It would be a good idea to do the internship at a newspaper or a magazine. Third, get a camera and learn how to use it. This will provide you with your own visuals of an area and gives the viewer a real preview of what to expect. Fourth, learn some languages. It will help you communicate with the people. Speak other languages. The 10 most common languages in the world are the ones that you should learn. The first being Mandarin Chinese, number 2, English, 3, Hindustan, 4, Spanish, 5, Russian, 6, Arabic, 7, Bengali, 8, Portuguese, 9, Mali, Indonesian, and 10, French. There are also some technical skills that can come in handy. First, being computer literacy. Also, you need to be skilled in research abilities. And you also must have editing software so you can take care of your photos. Computer equipment so you could write and send things. And also camera equipment for your photography. There are quite a few responsibilities as a travel writer. The first one being a great researcher. You first must find out all that you can about a place before you can write about it and tell others. Then you must take as many notes as you can. Observe and inquire everything. You observe how the area works, what routines the people follow, what is an everyday to a resident of an area, what are the good things and the pluses, and also what are the bad things, the things you don't want to do or see. What are the things you must see and the things you must eat, though, and where should you stay and visit? Another aspect of the job is dealing with their deadlines. You have to deliver things on time, and it must be done sometimes even electronically. Another thing you should do is conduct interviews, especially with people who want to talk with you. You can ask the citizens of a place questions all about their lives and what they think is the best things to do in an area. Then you can check them out for yourself and see if they're really worth it. This is also a way to develop connections and friendships with the residents and to get a good interpretation of the area. And of course, take photos. This will be a preview to people for what lies ahead in a place, and it shows what's really going on. Beautiful pictures, of course, contain 1,000 words, and they may be able to show you what words maybe can't express. After you've taken the photos, you have to develop and edit them. This can be done with your computer, and you can put them in the captions and articles that you write. The last responsibility is getting things in on time. I'd mentioned before that the deadlines of this job, they're very important, and you cannot procrastinate. As a travel writer, you will travel throughout the world to all different places, gathering information to convey by word to travelers that need guidance. You will be writing about your daily experiences and what you have learned from them. And researching, not only online and in books, but by visiting places and saying what you think and feel about them. All while being open-minded to new ideas and trying new things, and of course, having fun. You'll be creating visuals through your writing that enhances a place's true beauty, giving alluring descriptions for exotic places with grace and adventure. And being fulfilled by the job, not by the pay exactly, but by the capability and the excitement that you're having. There are 2 ways you might be working. The first being freelance. Freelance is when you're working on your own, selling your works to the one who will pay the most. You are not officially employed by anyone. Being freelance also affects your salary. You might earn $10,000 to $30,000 for a whole guidebook. You can find this information on transitionsabroad.com. Or anywhere from $10 to $1,000 for articles, depending on your experience. Otherwise, you may be employed as a staff member. This would mean you're employed by one business that will control, for the most part, your placement and more. Your salary as a staff member would be about the same as a journalist, which is $25,702 to $42,398 a year, based on Payscale.com.
The first time I realized that I was cut out for this was the day my first column was published in a newspaper, and I received about 70 emails from people who responded to my words. Like I was the guy that they could live vicariously through. And the day that I got all that feedback and really realized that I was making a difference with my words, and my adventures out there were inspiring people, that was the day I thought, screw the paycheck, this is what it's all about. Anybody can be a travel writer. All you need to do is travel and write. But being able to express your feelings, your emotions, your experience, and condense that into a format that you can actually sell and make a living on, that's travel writing. There's a lot of myths that go along with being a travel writer. The biggest one is that travel writing is a dream job. Yes, it is a dream job if your dream is to travel. If your dream is to make money, forget about it. For the most part, you're operating according to a strict itinerary, crazy schedules, jet lag, deadlines, pressure. Travel writing has its challenges. I certainly don't look forward to the paychecks. I'm never going to be rich, and I'm not going to be driving a nice car. But the traveling, the aspect of encountering different cultures, and specifically the opportunity to do just about anything I want to do, anywhere in the world, on somebody else's dime, really, what other professions allow you to do that? My name is Robin Ezrock, and I'm a travel writer.